Hello everyone. In the previous class, I've explained to you about the header file, that is #include stdio.h. Then I've explained to you about the main function. In today's class, I'm going to explain to you about the output statement. Why? Because like I mentioned, the declaration of variable, it is optional. The input statements, it is optional. Calculation and return statement, again back, they are optional. Therefore, the important statement that we need to learn first is output statements. So whenever I mention about output statements, that means I'm talking about the printf function. So what is printf? Okay, printf is a predefined function in stdio.h, or I will say whenever you use printf, remember you should have the header file, or you should include the header file stdio.h. So this printf, what it will do, remember that this printf is the function that can print the data or the user defined message or on console or on monitor. Okay, so over here when we talk about the printf, we have the syntax that we need to follow. If you want to print the user defined message or only the message or a sentence, the syntax is one printf, and you have to use open and close parenthesis, and inside you can include your message or the user defined message, and remember that it should be inside the double quotation. After that, you need to use the semicolon to indicate the end of your printf. So let me show with the program. So over here I have a sample program. Like I told you, because I'm using printf in my program, you will see I use the header file #include stdio.h. Then after that we require the main function. Like I mentioned, the main is what is the executable function. It helps to execute your program. Therefore, we require the main function, and the data type, the return type is void. Void main, open and close parenthesis. Now inside the main, I have the first printf. It print the message what? Hello class. In the second printf, I have what? The message or the user defined message, class 9A and B. And in the last message, I mentioned that this is the end of the program, and you will see all these message, they are inside the double quotation, and you will see after the end of every print statement there is a semicolon. Now over here, if you want, first and foremost, after typing this program, you have to compile. So to compile your program, you have to press Alt plus F9. I think all of you remember, compilation is the way that we translate this coding into machine language. Okay, then next, after compile, then we have to run. To run, we press Ctrl plus F9, and to display in the monitor screen, you can press Alt plus F5 from the keyboard. So let me show you how this program I will be doing in computer. So over here you will see, first I type the header file #include stdio.h. Then I have the main, that is void main. Why I'm using void main over here? Because I don't want my main function to return anything to the calling or to the calling a program, okay, or to the operating system. And then in the first printf, I print hello class. In the second, class 9A and B, and in the third one, end of the program. Now first and foremost, what we need to do, we need to run by pressing Alt F9. Okay, the moment you press, you the moment you run your program, okay, you will see over here error 00. That means there is no error. Now after compiling, I will run by pressing Ctrl F9. Fine. And over here you will not see any output. To see the output, what you have to press? Alt F5. So over here you will see it display one hello class 9 A, B and N of the program. End of the program. After that, again back you will see over here hello class 9A and B, and again back end of the program. Why it displayed 2 times over here? Because I've already run this program before. That's why it displayed the output twice. Okay, here in this program, again back, it is the same program only. I have hash include stdio.h as the header file. Then I have void main, and then I have my 3 print statement. But in this program, you will see that I have another header file, conio.h, that is conio.h. What is the meaning of this header file? Console input output .h. This header file I'm typing over here because I'm using this function clrscr function, open close parenthesis and semicolon. This function, it helped to clear the screen. And again back over here I'm using getch, open close parenthesis, and this function getch I'm using because I don't want to display my output after pressing Alt plus F5, but I want immediately after I run my program, my output should get display. So now let me show you when I run this program. Okay, first I'll compile the program. You will see over here I don't have any errors. The error is 00. Then next I'll run Control F9. Okay, the moment I press Control F9, you will see over here it display hello class 9A and B. My second print statement it display, and my third print statement is what? End of program. And over here after this end of the program, you are not seeing over here any other output. Why it happened? Because over here I'm using the clrscr function. It cleared the screen and then it displayed this message or user defined message in the output screen. And this getch, why I'm using getch? So that I don't need to press Alt plus F5. The moment I run my program, okay, let me show you. The moment I click here, run, it goes straight to the output screen and it displays the output. Okay, now the question over here is, what if I want to print the value, not only the message? So to do that, okay, to print the data or to print the value, the syntax is what? Printf, then we have open and close parenthesis, then we have message, okay, then we have format specifiers, then we have value 1, value 2, value 3 and etc. To understand that one, let me explain you with the program. Okay, over here you will see the program. I think all of you understand. We have hash include stdio.h because I'm using what? Printf. Then in my main, I declare few variables. Hope all of you remember what is variables, how to declare variables. So over here you will see I declare 3 variables. The first one is what? The variable is I, and in this variable I want to input the integer value. Therefore I declare in I is equal to 5. Then the second one, I have what? f, the variable f, and in this variable f I want to put the value 3.14, which is a decimal value. Therefore I declare float f is equal to 3.14, then semicolon. That is end of the statement. Then in the third variable c, I want to store the value z, and because it is a character, remember it should be inside the quotation, single quotation. Therefore I declare what? Char c is equal to z inside single quotation and semicolon, end of statement. So over here I finished to declare my 3 variables. Then to display these variables, what I have to do? First, in the first print statement, I mentioned printf %d. This %d over here is what? Format specifier. And then I. What is this I? The variable which hold the value 5. Because the variable I is integer, therefore I'm using the format specifier %d. Then next you will see printf %f, comma f. Why %f over here? Because this format specifier, it helps to print the float value, okay, and the float value reside in the variable f. And then the last one, to print the value from the variable c, I'm using the format specifier %c. But when you run this program, let me show you in computer. Okay, over here you will see the program that I mentioned just now. I have what? #include stdio.h because I'm using printf, and then after that I have #include conio.h because I'm using what? clr, scr and getch function. Okay, then next I declare 3 variable. The first one is I variable, it hold integer value, that is 5. Then I have the second variable f, which hold the floating value 3.14, therefore the data type is float. And then the variable c, it hold the char data type, therefore I mentioned the value is z inside single quotation. And when I print, in the print statement, in the first print statement is what? %d, display the value of I, %f, display the value of f, and %c, display the value of c. So over here, let me compile first. You will see over here 0 error. Then after that, I will run Control F9. So the moment I run, you will see the value over here. It display 5, which is the value of I, 3.14 the value of f, and z the value of c. Over here, because I'm typing the program, I understand, but if anyone execute the program, they might get confused. What is this 5, 3.14 and z? Therefore, to make it more clear, not just to use the format specifier like %d, %f and %c. Along with this format specifier, I use or I type the proper message so that the user will understand. So let me show you that program. Okay, so over here you will see in this program everything is same. I have 2 header file, stdio.h for printf, conio.h for clr, scr and getch function. I have 3 variables, and then to display the output, to make it more meaningful, I give with the message, user defined message, that is the value of I equal format specifier I, then the value of f equal format specifier f to fetch the floating value, and the value of c, format specifier c, so that I can fetch the character value from c. So let me compile this program. Again back, you will see when I compile there is no error. Okay, then when I run this program, Control F9, over here you will see, now you will understand better that the value of I is equal to 5, the value of F is equal to 3.14, and the value of C is equal to Z. So compare the previous program and this program is more user friendly. Why? Because you display the proper message. Okay, instead of having 3 print statement, you can also have one single print statement. So let me show you that. Okay, in this program again back same only, but the only difference is in this program I have one single printf statement. Like you see over here, after declaration I clear the screen. Instead of having 3 printf, I have only one printf. Printf, the value of I equal to %d, comma, the value of F, %f, comma, the value of C, %c, close the quotation, comma, then I use all the 3 variable IFC. Okay, so now when I run this program, you will see exactly just like the previous one. Before, let me compile, Alt F9, there is no error. Then I'll run Control F9. So over here you will see the value of I is 5, the value of F is 3.14, and the value of C is Z. So from here, I hope you understand, instead of having 3 print statement, you can reduce the number of code into one single print statement, and you can display all the 3 value inside one single print statement. Now over here is what about this %d, %f. Like I mentioned, it is nothing but the format specifier, and for format specifier I'll be explaining you in the next class. Now over here the question about void main. Like I told you, the return type, it can be void main, it can be in main, right? So let me show you. Instead of void main, over here if I'll type in main, okay, over here the return type is int. That means I want to return an integer value to the calling program or to the operating system. So over here when I use in main, okay, when I compile, you will see Alt F9 I'm pressing, you will see error 00 warning 1. Why it happened 1? Because over here I'm using in main. Whenever you are using in main, or when you type your program and if you get this type of error, okay, I'll just show you. To correct this error, okay, can you see over here it display over here the red color and the message and mention function should return a value. So this error message, it give to us that you should have a return value. Therefore, whenever you use in main, you should have a return statement over here. Let me show you. So to correct that error, okay, just now you see over here something red it mentioned that function should return a value. So whenever you use in main, your main should return a value. To correct that error, what you will do, you type return 0 semicolon. Now when I'll compile this program, you will see Alt F9. Now you will see over here warning 00 and there is no error. Now when I run my program, Control F9, okay, you will see here it run nicely that the value of I is equal to 5, the value of F is equal to 3.14, and the value of C is equal to Z. Clear? So over here, remember when you use void main, you don't need to type the return statement. Therefore, I mentioned in the syntax, okay, that return statement, it is optional. If you use int main, that time you should have the return statement. Your main will return an integer value. But if you type over here void main, you don't require the return statement. So hope all of you understand. In the next class, I'm going to explain about the format specifier and escape sequence.